What is up, guys? It's your Black Roo back with another video. Here, our sound should be better now. It's your boy Black Roo back with another video. Imagine a Bitcoin strategic reserve that could push Bitcoin to 250K by mid 2025. Let's talk about it. But first, as always, I'm gonna cue my guy, Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black Roo investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on a black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe.
What is up, crypto warriors? What is up, Black Roo crew? We're in the house today. Bitcoin's 88K, new all-time high. I think it's still at 88K. Let me go check my trusty chart here and make sure. 87 at the moment, but it definitely touched 88. Got to love it. Got to love it. But we're going to look at something called the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve that could push this to 250K by mid 2025. Now, I know I told you guys about this before in another video, kind of as a footnote. To be honest, like, it didn't dawn on me exactly the importance of a Bitcoin strategic reserve and what it could mean, because the U.S. already holds Bitcoin, right? So with Trump saying that, oh, I'm going to make this Bitcoin strategic reserve for the U.S., it's like, okay, well, we already got Bitcoin. Like, what are you talking about? So let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. Let me share my screen. So we'll start off, as we know here, with bitcointreasuries.org or .net. And you'll see here, let's close this. US already holds a little over 200K Bitcoin, followed by China, right? So US already has a reserve of Bitcoin. So for me, it's like, okay, like what do you mean you're gonna create that? We already have a reserve of Bitcoin. But I didn't realize the complete and total implications that would mean that the US would buy a chunk of Bitcoin almost as a reserve, like, you know, a gold reserve, if you will. Let's take a look at something that Anthony Scaramucci said. He says, time to focus on something the market isn't completely understanding. By middle of next year, if Cynthia M. Loomis, she's pro-Bitcoin senator, I think he means have her way. So reading it, if Cynthia Loomis has her way, the U.S. will have a strategic Bitcoin reserve. It will force other central banks to do the same. It would be monumental. Now, this builds on the central bank news I always remind you guys about, which is central banks set standards on banks' crypto exposure. From the BIS, that January 1st, 2025, they will be able to spend 2% of their reserves on cryptocurrency. So I've been telling you guys about this for God knows how long, because this comes from like December 17th, 2022. Okay. So we've been talking about this for years around here. But on top of this, add this, you know, with the Trump news, hype, and excitement around Trump, and the U.S. possibly adding to their reserves, it makes it even more powerful. I have an article here pulled up from Forbes, but before we hit that article, I reference this that I have here from what's this guy's name? I think it's Micro Whiteboard Finance. So definitely give him a look or a follow. But here specifically, what are strategic national reserves? A stockpile of certain materials that are held back from normal use by governments for a particular strategy or to help deal with unexpected events. The Federal Reserve also holds various assets such as reserves, such as gold, certificates, foreign currencies, and U.S. Treasury securities. So here in the 1930s, we had a strategic grain reserve, wheat, corn, rice to ensure food security, stabilize grain markets, and support farmers. A strategic cheese reserve, which is crazy because that commodity expires, honestly. So that's crazy. But 1933, Commodity Credit Corporation, 1.5 billion pounds of cheese to stabilize agricultural markets and support the dairy industry. U.S. gold reserves, 1934, Department of Treasury, 8,133.5 metric tons of gold here to ensure economic stability, financial security, and international credibility. Strategic Petroleum Reserve, 1974, Department of Energy, 6,000 million barrel or 600 million barrels to reduce the impact of disruptions in the supply of petroleum. And then we have a strategic national stockpile, Department of Health and Human Services, 1999, pharmaceuticals, medical equipment, and antibiotics to ensure the availability of critical medical supplies during public health emergencies. And then possibly strategic Bitcoin reserve, TBD, Department of the Treasury, 213,246 Bitcoin to supercharge the US dollar and pay down the national debt. So there it is, right? Which would mean the US would go out and purchase probably, well, they have some right now. So I guess this is like the current holdings, but I was reading somewhere, or maybe it might have been this guy who was saying it, it was this guy who was saying it, that they would possibly buy 1 million Bitcoin. There's also a Forbes article that goes like in the same line from about 3 days ago. A Trump U.S. strategic Bitcoin reserve game changer is suddenly hurling towards the price. Is suddenly hurling towards the Bitcoin price. So Bitcoin has skyrocketed higher following Donald Trump's U.S. presidential election victory this week, with traders braced for the Federal Reserve and China to add to a perfect storm. Okay, so Bitcoin prices top more than 75K, and that was just like 3 days ago, right? Setting a fresh new all-time high. Serious fears emerged that the 35 trillion U.S. debt pile could trigger cataclysmic economic collapse, which is, the national debt. Like, come on over to our Telegram, and I can give you my opinions about our national debt. I'm not, I don't want to give the opinions about our national debt right here. I don't think this is the place for it, but definitely come join our Telegram. We have lots of great topics here, crypto, stocks, conspiracy, meme coins, books, announcements, artificial intelligence, positive man channels, what have you. We don't want to just be a crypto community. We want to be in an entire community for you guys, right? So now, amid wild speculation about Elon Musk plans for meme coin based Bitcoin rival Dogecoin, which Dogecoin has not been a meme for a while now, but that's what people keep advertising it as. Analysis are betting on a Trump Bitcoin game changer. Okay, and now let me see if they say anything about purchasing 1 million. Okay, I don't see where anyone says 1 million specifically, other than the guy that we were just listening to right now. Let's see. David Bailey, the chief executive of Bitcoin magazine publisher, Bitcoin Inc., and organizer of the Bitcoin conference that Trump spoke at, has been advising the Trump campaign on Bitcoin and said earlier this week via X he thinks we're just months away from a nation state or a few entering the market in size every month. So, according to David Bailey, nations or states are going to be buying Bitcoin like every month. Who knows? Who's doing all the buying right now? I tell you, it's not retail. It's not retail making Bitcoin move this much, this fast. It's not Bitcoin. It's not retail. This is definitely some nation or state that's buying right now like crazy. Okay, so very, very interesting. And I thought it's good that we addressed that because this goes right in line with what we've been saying for years now about the central banks and them setting crypto exposure, and how we thought that in anticipation for this, that the market might run earlier. And we also told you that after the presidential election, the market might run as well. So this is right in line with everything we've been talking about on this channel. And we got the receipts to prove it, right? So let's see the comments here in the chat. What's up, Mediocre Dev? What is up, Brandon Mays? Better Days. What is up, Shiny Goo? What's up, Ali Poe Rodriguez? What is up, Lay Square? What is up, WF Capital? What is up, Cryptonomics? What is up, Underdog Research Channel? What is up, Brand G? What is up, Cryptonomics? What is up, Drake L. Owens? Okay. So let's see here. Do you think it will trace strewn or drop before 100K when people take profits? Well, if we take a look at our trusty old chart here and we put in a GANFAN. So according to GANFAN, I think we would top out. This kind of moves every little bit, but I'm thinking like 93, 92 is where we could top out, but this has been moving, so it could possibly be just 90, right? But according to this Gann chart, possibly like a 92 or a 93 is where we could top out, right? So that would be interesting if it tops out there. And I've been pretty confident in saying the only time I think I see us kind of pull back is sometime in December when people start reorganizing their portfolios. So, I mean, that's my thoughts there. not financial advice or anything, but those are just my thoughts. NYC or New Jersey in the house, excuse me. Lay Square, what's going on? New Jersey in the house. Very surprised to see you on this early route. Yeah, usually I'm not, bro, but it's Veterans Day, so I got a day off. You know what I mean? So I was just like, let me come on and speak to the people, right? Right. So, if it ends up being that this gets very good numbers, maybe I can try to get on at least by like 4:35, um, Arizona time. Let's see. Something just beeped. Let's see what it is. Apatos. Shout out to the patrons. We definitely told you that Apatos was one to look at. It's been on the Patreon. We've had it in a couple of videos. Obviously, the Patreon people got it first, but we've definitely talked about Apatos in multiple videos and about its real world asset ability. So, guys, it definitely should be surprised at all about that. Apatos moving like it's moving. Both Apatos and SWE were ex-Facebook Libra project people. They were the whole company that started Facebook Libra, but they kind of split off into two separate crypto companies, and it seems like it's really good relations between the two of them. But we were showing you guys how Apatos, as far as like not including stable coins, they're in the top of the real world asset league table. Okay. So, Noble, Apatos, XDC, Mantle, Avalanche, Arbitrum, Polygon, Solana, Stellar, Ethereum. And if you include stable coins, they get bumped out. And then you got Stellar, Near, Tron, Binance, Arbitrum, Solana, Base, Avalanche, Optimism. But yeah, this is not a surprise for us. Cryptonomics, let's go, Doge and Pepe. Under our research channel here, rocking with Crypto Rue podcast. Appreciate you, brother. Here, rocking with you. Where's the link? Never mind. I found it locked in. I was just talking about that. Doge is no longer a meme. 100%, bro. Anybody still calling it a meme? You're caping for memes, and you're completely misinforming the public if you're calling Dogecoin a meme. In my estimation, you're making the public think one thing that's just not. It's just not. Shout out to old meme, quote unquote, memes that have moved beyond being memes, like Floki. Also trying to hit its next leg here. You can see here these GAN fans, they're just so accurate, bro. Like it always kind of hits right where the GAN fan says. And I think these GAN fans, like these points that you see, are like Fibonacci's, like almost, right? Because it has like the Fibonacci labels on them. So they're always just like dead on, bro. Dead on. Where were we? And for those who do crypto stocks like CleanSpark gapped up today. Stocks like Coinbase, stocks like Robinhood, which we talk a lot about Robinhood on here. Sorry. Still a little stuffed up, guys. Apologize if you hear some sniffles. It's crazy, bro. Could have had Robinhood at like $8 at the beginning of towards the end of last year. Could have had it for $8. It's sitting at $33 right now. Insanity. Hive's another one that gapped up. So we don't neglect the stocks over here. SoFi as well. FinTech. Craziness, guys. What's up, Brand G? If the government bought BTC, would that be a big mistake this late in the game? Well, I would say no cryptonomics only because I think there's certain rules in ways in which they can acquire Bitcoin. And I think there is a certain, if you will, cosmic timing to it all, in which they have to do things within a time, the timing, and the within the cosmic timing, if you will. So, will it be late, especially if you consider Bitcoin may be a $1 million asset and they're buying it under 100K? I would say no. But of course, at the same time, too, right? Things have to be put in place so they can legally, and I think that legal is somehow also cosmic or involving God, if you will. January 1st, 2025, the 11 is something that's a real kind of godly number, 11 and 13. Plus Jesus or Yahshua or Jesus, if you will. 12 disciples plus 1 is 13. But you guys know how I like to break things down in a Gematria way. This might be a little bit outside of crypto for some people. But if you look at the charts that we analyze, right, these are numbers, right? So we're now analyzing the numbers and the words. And if you're a computer programmer, you also know that when you create code, the compiler takes whatever code that you wrote in whatever language, it compiles it down to zeros and ones. This that I'm doing right now is going to be no different. But let's look at the word 11 and let's look at the word Bitcoin. What you'll notice is both words. I logged in. Sorry, we're not going to log in right now. Okay, we will. Got to log in. You spell the word 11. So you got 9, 9, 9. 9 plus 9 is 18, and 18 is 1 plus 8, which is 9. And you got Bitcoin. 7 plus 2 is 9, 3 plus 6 is 9, which coincidentally, they're saying that, the national budget is going to reach 36 trillion. That could trigger something. Near 36 trillion. 117, 9, 9. But yeah, So I say that to say I think there's a certain cosmic timing in this, in which, God, okay. All right, keep going. Why don't you? All right. So maybe we get 89 before we get off the show here. Who knows? So, yeah, I think it's a certain cosmic timing to this, and it might be their time. But you can see here too already that of all the governments, you know, Russia's not on this list. We don't know how much they have, but of the governments listed, the U.S. does have the most Bitcoin, right? So they're not going to be hurting with the amount of Bitcoin that they have right now, right? Um, it's tons. But as far as the national debt, and if you really knew what went into the national debt and how the national debt is arrived at and who gets to spend the money and all that stuff that goes into the national debt, man, you're not really worried. Let me just keep going, bro. That the whole national debt thing. Just ask me about that in the Patreon. What's good, Ruel in the chat? Do we have until the end of December to stack our Swift flags? I think so. I really do think so. Swift, I think, is really going to start kicking in when all the regulations kick in. And that's when I think we see things like payment cryptos, like Swift, like SHX, Stellar. I think that's when we see those pop off majorly. When all these crypto laws kick in here in America. Because then people are going to feel like, right or wrong, right? People are going to feel like, okay, it's okay now to have cryptocurrency here in America. So all that regulation clarity will, I think, lead to a big boom for those type of cryptos, like a Swift, like a SHX, like a Stellar, like an XRP. And in case you didn't know, I know I got this like text message. I don't know who was sending it or where it was coming from, but it was like the most crypto friendly legislators got elected this year than ever before. Let's see if we can find some actual receipts for that. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Says crypto on the election. Okay, so they're saying it's a dream come true for crypto investors that spent more than 130 million on the elections, because now it's a GOP Congress and Donald Trump. And of course, Gary Gensler is supposed to be out of there in December. I think that's going to bode well for XRP. We now have the most crypto-friendly Congress and administration coming into Washington than we ever had. So as far as crypto regulations are concerned, I think this, along with what we're seeing with Bitcoin and a Bitcoin strategic reserve, man, we're going to just be some happy people, guys. We're going to be some very, very happy people. Not financial advice, but it's seeming to line up very well, right? And if you saw me on my guy IP stream, right, this is something that IP and I discussed. Like, it seemed like people, as far as sentiment goes, a Trump presidency would be the best for cryptocurrency. IP and I talked about that. Underdog and I talked about it as well on offline. And I've also talked about it on the channel. So again, this is something that we should not have been too, we should have expected, right? This has always been the talk around here and around the shows that we frequent and we collaborate with. So, man, it's looking very, very, very good. Very, very good. This is just the beginning. 100%. Right on time with that comment. This is just the beginning. 100%. Draco Owens. Yeah. So, yep. So I think we might have till December to stack our Swift bags, but most importantly, I think these crypto regulations will really send things like payment cryptos to up, right? And I also think we see gaming cryptos, right? Because then maybe gaming companies will feel confident in joining on. I have a short that I'm going to present where Andrew Saunders of Scale, who came on my channel for an interview. Great interview, but he was dropping some bombs, some nuggets about possible mass adoption of gaming. And I was reviewing that video, and man, maybe Scale is going to be one of those ones that really benefits from this regulation. Just FYI. Cryptonomics. What's up? My Doge stack. 100, my friend. 100%. Thanks for your opinion, my guy. Of course, no problem, bro. Anytime. Sounds good, bro. Bro, how many alerts you got? Man, Cryptonomics, stay off my back, bro. I got like 85 alerts over here, bro. Are those? Now, see, these are my what went off. My alerts, yeah, they're a lot. Just, you know what? We'll do this. There we go. There's a lot of alerts, bro. There's a lot. But yeah, hey, look, we might get that 89 before we get off. I'm going to edit it. So if we do get 89, it goes off. Am I even going to be able to edit it in time? Okay, so if we do get 89, that's going to go off. It looks like it's about to go off, bro. But anyways, we'll see. We're here when it does. Let's go back here. Brandon Mays, Better Days, and I'm in NY. Okay, so we got NY and New Jersey in the house. That's good. That's cool. The Brinks truck is beeping 100%. Back it on up. I've been hearing some chatter about old Chainlink. What are your thoughts? I think Chainlink's one of those, another ones. Like, again, if central banks are buying cryptocurrency, right? I'm sure that Chainlink might be one of the ones that they buy. Of course, Bitcoin, right? That goes without saying. Of course, Bitcoin. But what other crypto cryptocurrency than like Chainlink, which is going to be behind Swift, right? So Chainlink is one of those ones where, you know, you might as well just buy some as much, you know what I mean? Like buy some and just put it in a hardware wallet and just forget about it for a couple of years, right? And just wait for it to pop off. Just like XRP, right? So yeah. That reminds me, I definitely need to go. I need to start buying some more Chainlink out here. Let's look at Link right quick because it's at $14, I believe. Last I checked. Ooh, I can't type today. Okay, yeah. So, and then last bull run, touch 50. So 14 is actually really good, pretty price for it right now. Couple things. There's the Bitcoin. There's Bitcoin. There we go. 89, bro. 89. So according to this Gann chart, maybe it tops out around 92, 93. We'll see. We'll see what happens. This is craziness, bro. Now, see, this is what we expected to happen when Bitcoin halved. This is what we expected to happen. Stuff like this. This crazy lift up, right? It looks so eerily similar to like kind of round here, right? But that's cool. Let's just keep doing that. Just keep on going there. Let's just keep on going. Joey, what's up, my guy? The Black Prince of Crypto. I love it. I need to put that on a shirt, bro. Ru, how do you arrive at this mathematics? Well, I listened to a lot of the what do you call it, quote unquote, conspiracy. I know people hate that word, and automatically when they hear that word, they think things are a scam or something like that. And I encourage people to trust nothing, right? To look at everything, okay? And just looking at certain things in the news, looking at certain numbers, certain things just come up all the time. Like in sports, right? 32 or 23, you know, Jordan, LeBron. Like this is not like a coincidence in my opinion. It's because of the number 6, right? 2 times 3 is 6, or you know, 2 times 3 is 6. You know, different people have worn 6, right? That have been really good. Also the number 24, Jackie Robinson, you know, different things like that. But then when I found out about Gematria and people talking about Gematria, I just started trying different things, and patterns emerged, just like with cryptocurrency. Like another pattern is the 7-11 pattern, right? If you look at certain like big companies, you'll notice that 7, 11, so 2 plus 1 is 11. That comes up all the time. And then you know the company, right? 7-Eleven, the store 7-Eleven, right? But different companies, to try them, and like you'll find out Virgin Galactic, right? So Virgin, 7 plus 9 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7. And 38. 38 is another one of those numbers, like Murder by. You remember the Sandra Bullock movie, Murder by Numbers? They had the 38 in there. But 38 is also, could be 3 8s, right? So it could be 888, which is infinity 3 times. But so Virgin, though, 7 7 11 11, because 3 plus 8 is 11. So different big companies, and this is just me finding patterns, right? I don't know if Microsoft has it or not. No, they don't. But Virgin, Google, what's another one? I think Amazon. Yep, see, Amazon. Like, so it shows you it's no coincidence how they do pick some of these names of these big, huge companies. It's crazy when you find these patterns like this. But I don't know. So I'll just come over here and play with numbers, and like a pattern will emerge. Like how we just found, we were talking about the Bitcoin and the 13. So 13 being immutable, 11 being immutable. Remember, 11's also that girl's name in Stranger Things, because and they call her El, which is God, right? In certain languages, God is El. So 11, 13, and you look at certain people's names like Jay-Z. So 19 is another one. Alpha, Omega, the qualities of God. God says, I'm the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. And in certain ciphers, they say one, there's only, the only numbers are 1 to 9. That's it. And then, because 10 is just basically 1 again. But yeah, so all of these things end up coming up, bro. Like, what's the name that Jay-Z calls himself? Hove, right? There we go. So it's pretty interesting. Like these dudes are not naming themselves by mistake, bro. They're doing this junk with a purpose. What's up, Crypto Blood, my guy? Red Nugent in the house. I know Blood was happy about the win there. What's going on, brother? Let Square, I've never seen BTC run like this for this period of time without pulling back. I know, and all the time, bro, we're like waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? But I don't know. It's a new world, man. It's a new world. I think this is what we were expecting when things halved. The whole okay, what we got here? What was that? Okay, Apatos again. Okay, just keep going, Apatos. All right, sure, why not? Shout out to the patrons. This is definitely on our list. Just keep going, Apatos. I'm fine with that. You can keep. Don't stop there. So yeah, man, it's like a brand new world, and if Trump has this Bitcoin strategic reserve and the U.S. goes out and buys that, right, along with the central banks, which we of course have showed you this news multiple times. So central banks go out and do it. U.S. goes out and do it. It could easily see 250K Bitcoin, and probably altcoins going with it, right? But then with this ease of crypto regulations, maybe we see big companies like Activision get into crypto, right? Again, that's one of the things that I'm going to put out in that short that I have from Andrew Saunders. Remember, I told you guys Andrew Saunders came on of Scale. He's their marketing director. I believe. So you'll see that comment coming soon, or that content coming soon. But let me just bring this up really quickly so you can see. It'll come up here soon. But yeah, man, definitely a brave new world in that instance. What's up, Nerd Up Inc. Marv? Have you used Aave to take on a loan on crypto or any other loan company? I have not done that, Lay Square. Honestly, I've seen different people that do it, like what's his name? Crypto Blockchain Bully or something like that. Another good brother that has really good crypto content. Chicago Crypto Blockchain Bully. I know I've seen him, or I've heard people talk about him on the Gentleman of Crypto show, of course. Um, so I've seen that brother do some stuff with loans and stuff like that. But honestly, for me, like, I'm not trying to loan anything, but you know what I mean? Like, debt, bro. I don't know. But people make very good use of that. But I'm not the one to tell you that because I don't deal with it. But I do know people have success with it. I just know that I wouldn't feel comfortable telling you guys anything about that because I don't deal with it at all. But yeah. That's good. You don't use crypto to take a loan, bro. Well, there's some people that recommended cryptonomics, like I said, Chicago blockchain bully. I think I'm kind of messing up his name. I know he's one guy who recommends that. Like you don't use your regular money, you take a loan against it, and use the loan, and you know I just don't. I haven't played around with it and used it in a manner that I would feel comfortable explaining it to anyone. You know, none of this is financial advice anyway, but still, I'm not at the point where I could even present it to people as something I do because I don't. And I would never do that to you guys unless I something I'm fully confident in. So yeah, so I wouldn't be the person to ask that one. CE put some chats in our Telegram again. Uh, that's why I definitely come take a look at our Telegram. It's where I post information about shows. It's where our moderator, shout out to E, puts like nice, very good comments and stuff. And we post, good people's videos like a crypto blood, like you know, Gentleman of Crypto, like Underdog Research Channel, like Maximus Crypto. You know what I mean? So definitely come through on the Telegram, completely free for now. Don't see a big altcoin one. Why would people trickle down their Bitcoin and E to buy alts, especially knowing what is coming for Bitcoin reserves? Maybe a delayed altcoin season. Well, to answer that question, JW3, is that we have people like BlackRock and like JP Morgan touting real world assets, right? Touting tokenization, right? And there are different companies set up to tokenize things. And it can only benefit in the long run all markets, because think about the stock market being tokenized like cryptocurrency, so the stock market can run 24 hours a day all the time, right? And in a certain sense it does for really big investors, where they can go in different stock markets in different countries and play in those markets while ours is closed. But now imagine for all the American investors that the stock market is tokenized and it's a 24-hour thing. So imagine some of these different cryptos like I'm showing you here. They're leaders in real world assets, that are using, different bonds and commodities and stuff. Imagine now these cryptos being invested in. Imagine, again, I have a show where I looked at different ETFs and ETPs around the world. Like I know Grayscale just made a XRP trust, but there are XRP trusts around the world already. They already exist. So there are already these different cryptocurrencies that are being put away and held by people. We gotta look at live. So I had a show about that. Okay, there's the scale show. I think that's going to give us definitely watch that show if you want to figure out where blockchain gaming is heading. Andrew Saunders goes into some of that. And dude knows what he's talking about. He's ex Amazon, ex Netflix, I think ex NBC. So dude has an extensive resume. He came on the show, gave me, 30 plus minutes of his time. Definitely look at that if you want to figure out where blockchain gaming is heading. But here we did a show. It must have been even further back than this, but there are ETPs, which let me see if I can maybe bring up some. See, it won't even let me access some of these. So there are ETFs and ETPs across the world, like in mainly Switzerland, Germany, and elsewhere, in which they're already putting these cryptocurrencies away. They're just waiting for regulations to kind of make it so America gets into it. So this is 21 shares. Where is this base one? Where's this one based out of? Europe, somewhere in Europe, where they got a basket of 10 cryptocurrencies. It won't let you see exactly what they have in it, but this one's in, where's this one located? Switzerland, I think. Yeah, Switzerland. So they're already stockpiling these and holding these as assets. These huge VC firms and stuff like that. So yeah, here it is. Here it is. A lot of them. So you can see Switzerland, Germany, Jersey, this little island outside of France, Liechtenstein, where LCX is, which is right next to, Switzerland. And they also have Switzerland on here. So all of these cryptocurrencies are already kind of being stockpiled. So, of course, Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin's going to have its day, and Bitcoin's going to be a reserve currency. But I don't think, and here we were just talking about Chainlink, right? Certain ones like Chainlink and all of this, even Cardano, right? And Charles announced that he was going to work with the Trump administration, and you saw Cardano take a 100% pump, which I think I have up here. So it went from 35 cents to well over 65, and it's still kind of climbing after it kind of regulated back. All of this in a span of freaking 3 days, right? So, I'm not sure how much I believe in Cardano or, I'm not sure how much I believe in Cardano because it's never on, excuse me, any of these lists. But as far as things like XRP go, yes, Aptos, Stellar, Solana, you know what I mean? It seems like these are being stockpiled and put away, you know? So will that trickle down to any other altcoins other than those like major like 100? I think so. I think so. Because like I said, I do believe there's going to be like a gaming. I think things are going to get easier for gaming people to get into it. Big gaming companies. I think it's going to be easier for crypto payments now. So all those payment cryptos, right? Um, it's not reaching 250 in a year, maybe 120 to 130. Don't buy Link. That's old garbage. No, bro. No, bro. Link is not old garbage. Link is not old garbage. You're thoroughly misinformed. Just inform you if you think Link is old garbage. Link is working with Swift. I don't know if you know this, brother. So I'm going to say it, and I'm going to find some information for it because I don't know if you know it. Now, if you know this already, feel free to tell me you know it. But also, if there's some new people watching the show, I think it's important that they understand this. So I'm not just picking on you. I'm also taking this as an opportunity to educate others. So they're working with Swift, bro. Swift is basically how we do our clearance for our money right now. But so basically, I know the thing was always that they were saying XRP will replace Swift. It will replace Swift. No, it's going to work with Swift because you're not going to replace Swift. And what Swift is going to do is they're going to integrate in Chainlink, excuse me, and make themselves faster and more instant, complete finality in making sure that their payments are blockchain. They're using blockchain. So now instead of taking 3 or 4 days or 5 days to clear payments, they can now come to like almost instant finality, or at least, within 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, right? That's a huge gain for business, right? So Swift, UBS Asset Management, and Chainlink successfully complete innovative pilot to bridge tokenized assets with existing payment systems. Launched as a part of the Monetary Authority of Singapore's project, okay, Guardian. So I know XLR was helping with this as well. So, stuff is happening, but behind the scenes, here we go, 63 trillion. There's another, there's another 9. Instead of 36 trillion or 36, whatever, now we got 63. But anyway, so yeah, Chainlink is working with Swift, the company that does all our clearances of our money. Thought I just saw something here with ISO 2002. There it is. So ISO 2002 and instant payments, that they got it right here, right? So we probably see those cryptocurrencies probably get some movement here coming up in this next year, which they didn't really move that much yet. I heard the Neo Tokyo gaming play could be something to watch. That's one of Alex Becker's plays. I know Alex Becker, if you watch his channel, that's a big YouTube guy. He has all these gaming, cryptos and all of that. Yeah, it probably will because it's connected to him and Alio Trades and all of those kind of gaming crypto guys. Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't bet it against it. But something I like about Scale is it's Ethereum scaled, and it's backed by Tim Draper and his crew. Like if you go to cryptorank.io, um, you can find who a lot of cryptos are funded by. If we look at Scale, it's a who's list. Consensus, right? People that build Ethereum, um, Hashkey Capital, Multicoin Capital, Boost VC, and we know that's Draper's son's VC firm. Galaxy, they fund a lot of stuff too. So does Hashkey Capital. So these guys backing Scale is pretty big to me. Pretty big to me. I think 92, 93, I'm going to take profits and hope a better buy-in. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Usually when things tick up and hit like that, the top of that Gann chart, they come back. So it's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all there, as far as Bitcoin is concerned. And like I said, this thing kind of moves a lot. So maybe 89 was the top. So, I say anywhere from like 89 to like 92. So, but not financial advice or anything like that. But personally for me, I'm just gonna hold it. I'm just gonna hold my Bitcoin. But I could totally see if you wanted to do that. To take some profits. I completely get that, bro. Let's see. Alex Jones said years ago, stop calling us conspiracy theorists because we give you nothing but facts. 100%, bro. 100%. And I hate having to say that phrase because I don't know how the algos take it or how they don't take it. But to me, it's definitely not a bad phrase. That's just me, But at the same time, I have to realize I am dealing with an algorithm, and even though like it hurts my integrity a little bit to just say something, not say something just because of an algorithm, I want to benefit my channel too. This number stuff is very interesting. 100%, bro, and it's very interesting for me as an engineer and someone who uses math for engineering, for programming. It's extremely interesting for me. When do you look to take profits overall? I'm looking sometime in the middle of 2025, but the way things are looking, bro, I don't even know, bro. But for me, I'm looking middle 2025. But we shall see, bro. We shall see the way it's looking. Like it might extend past that. So I'm just gonna have to take it. I hate to say it like the sports analogy. We're just gonna take it day by day, game by game. The game. This game is here. We're here in the present in this game, and I'm not thinking to next Sunday. I'm not thinking to next Sunday. I'm thinking this game. To not use the sports analogy, but to kind of like when we get right there midsummer 2025, we'll take it from there, bro. We'll see what's happening, what's shaking then, and We'll see. Everyone should be looking to sell alts between January and March, not to be getting stuck. Okay, yeah. So I don't know. I'm looking kind of the summertime, but we'll see, because at this point in time, I believe January, Trump will just be kind of taking office. Another thing I would probably want to look for too is eclipse cycles, because believe it or not, those do affect cryptocurrency. Like that whole Sam Bankman-Fried thing, when he finally got arrested or whatever, that happened right on a lunar eclipse. It was something like I think November 14th or something like that, 2022. So, those are going to be some things I pay attention to, like eclipse cycles, and definitely kind of what's going on in the world during that time. My thought is that you don't cash in your money and still be able to purchase other coins, and your loan is still working for you. Like the yeah, and that's one of the things that Chicago blockchain bully was saying. Shout out to that brother. And I kind of got it, and I kind of get it, but at the same time, to me, when I hear loan, I hear like somebody telling me to use money I don't have right now to get me to like tie to a debt. That's what I hear when, and it's hard to kind of break that in my head. And you know, but the brother Chicago blockchain bully, this is what he says too. And again, I just don't want to be overextended. I never ever want to be overextended to the point that I now have to sell resources, you know what I mean? Be it crypto resources, right? To cover a loan. Like, I never want to be in that spot, right? Um, so, to each his own. Everybody has to make their own choice on that. But like I said, I don't feel like I'm in a right spot, or I don't feel like I'm the person to present that to you guys, because I don't do it. And I would have to learn more about it where I feel and test it. I would have to learn more about it and test it, like any good engineer, right? I would have to learn more about it and test it before I even feel comfortable presenting it to you guys. I appreciate you guys watching me, and I would never present something to you that I don't feel 100% confident on. What's up, Shook Focus Gaming? Shook Focus Digital. What's going on, bro? XRP can't get over 62 cents. 100%. Like, XRP is one of those things where I think they're going to drag it out, and they're going to drag it out as much as they can, as long as they can. But if you look at it and you look at the people invested, the Rothschild family, and all of this different stuff, XRP is going to have its sign. It really is. And it's probably going to be something real quick where it, just like what happened right now, right? Who would have thought Bitcoin would have gone from, where were we, to like now 88K? So we were just chilling. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Yeah, we were chilling for the longest time in like maybe, where's that yellow line at? The 65K range. And even that is high. If you really want to say it, you go to the middle ground. We were right 60 for a while, right? And then boom, like straight through that 73K marker. So I think that's going to be what happens with XRP one of these days, right? But if any administration could make it so that happens, I think it's this one. Even though um, Chris, whatever his name is, Larson, gave money to the Harris administration. Um, I still believe, Trump administration and what they can do for payment and crypto regulation could make XRP just skyrocket. And again, remember, we just had, as far as laws go, we just had Grayscale create an XRP trust. So it's coming along, and they're in the large digital cap fund. But they also have an XRP trust now, which you have here. So, of course, not everything that Grayscale and these companies hold on to skyrockets, but you got way too many people holding on to XRP. Got, Rothschilds, like I said, invested in it. And if I were to go down this list of ETFs, ETPs around the world, you got 21 shares Ripple ETP in Switzerland, CoinShares XRP one in Jersey, ETC Group XRP one in Germany. So you got people already kind of putting it down and holding it down with XRP, right? It's only a matter of time. What's up, E? Have you heard about the Bitcoin OS and Cardano partnership? I had heard about that. Yes, I did hear about that. Blackout. Yes, I had heard about that. Cardano didn't move much on that, but it did move with Charles announcing that he was doing what he was doing with the administration. Let's see. Well, people announced it. Let's see. Charles. Maybe Hoskinson. Trump administration. Okay. If I spelled that right. There we go. After huge rumor regarding Charles might have a position in the Trump administration. Not confirmed. Charles Hoskinson, Cardano, Ada founder. Okay, so let's do this, shall we? Sorry, guys. My allergies have been killing me, so my voice might sound a little weird. Okay, so the rumor's out, but is he? Did he say it? Did he say it or did the administration say it? Because Charles comes online all the time saying stuff. Okay, so he said he will be working with them. Doesn't necessarily mean that he has a position, but they form committees for all types of stuff. So, it wouldn't be surprising. Cosmos just broke through resistance. Let's go. Nice. Like Cosmos. Sun is hot. Rah. What's up, bro? RB in the chat. Love that name. I had no idea the ADA team and Charles were going to make that move. That's a Hail Mary for ADA. 100% it is. But if you notice, like, Charles is Charles is always kind of in there with the lawmakers, right? And he's always dilly-dallying a little bit with the WEF, even though he says he doesn't deal with the WEF. I know LCX was just at an ADA summit, and LCX is a member of the WEF. I know, like, Monty Metzger was just there. Here we go. Here he's saying some stuff. Posted from LCX. Cardano founder Charles Hoskin's vision for 2025. We need to earn and shape the crypto landscape. He's committed to engaging with DC lawmakers. So LCX themselves shared this one. So that's probably why it went like bananas, right? LCX freaking shared it. So people across the world got to see this junk. Yeah, so very interesting. Very interesting. Hey, it's Cryptwork. What's going on, Cryptwork? Long time no see. Hey, use Neil Med, stir out Celine, nose wash for your allergies. It will change your life. Trust me. Yeah, long time no see. Let me write that down because I'm struggling over here, bro. I'm struggling. I know one guy I was watching, Ask an Older Man. He has a pretty good channel. He's in Dubai, but they, like Arizona, they have a lot of dust because it being the desert. And he's saying like his allergies were messing with him. Apparently in these desert areas, even though it's winter, flowers somehow bloom during the winter because it feels like a fall. You know what I mean? Or like a spring type of weather. So certain flowers start blooming again. It's crazy. Okay. I'll see if I can get that today. It's in a yellow and green can. Okay, 100%. Perfect. All right, awesome, guys. So, yeah, so this is definitely something for us to watch out for. And I think this is going to be a big boon for Bitcoin. I definitely think we see 6K or like six-figure Bitcoin because of this. Maybe even 250K Bitcoin because of this, right? Can we see Bitcoin get to 100K by the end of the year? Probably now. Like we're already at 89, right? 100K, I think we get there. Especially considering, right? Central banks can buy it for the first time. January 1st, 2025. So this is just everybody getting a jump on the central banks, right? And then the central banks buy, thereby pushing it further up. And then Trump gets into office, right? And the US buys for the strategic reserve, thereby pushing it further up. And we got lift off, guys. Yes, I'm hearing 500K in the next year. I mean, I can't even doubt it. I can't even doubt it at this point. Like, imagine now, like, we had like people's like stock and retirement funds, right? I remember King bringing that news on from like a Wisconsin like retirement fund. We're getting like old, like not gonna move money being put into Bitcoin. Wow, when we talk about a central bank and a strategic reserve, then for real, now I'm gonna move money. So thank you so much for that super chat, E. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. But yeah, guys, let me get off of here. I would stay longer, but this voice is giving out on me here. Doge just went over 35 cents. Let's go. Yeah. But yeah, we might be back on here tomorrow, depending on what happens. This is like, I think, second day in a row we just went on. But there's just so much going on, right? So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.